Good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? I actually haven't updated the pip count. We've got all the pips, you could say that. The yearly pip count is way more. I think the yearly pip count must be on 800 something now. Need to update that, but anyway. Let's get into it, guys. So, yesterday had some very nice sells here on gold as we had the Silicon Valley Bank story priced in, and we started to fade that move out as we had seen on GJ. And then Credit Suisse Bank in Switzerland, stocks crashed by about 25% or so, bringing a whole lot of fear to the market. Fear that this bank story is spreading globally, and obviously now spreading to Europe. That's also a bigger bank. Silicon Valley Bank is just a regional bank. So we saw massive surges in gold yesterday. Funnily enough, off of a very significant area in price. It's weird how the technicals and the fundamentals always line up. We just retested that level, basically where the TP was for yesterday's sells. So I think that was a good target, but either way, could never have possibly timed that move. This was just a reactive headline, which we are, looking to take advantage of today. Since this fear is fresh, this catalyst is fresh, looking to just take advantage of the buys. Not too interested in sells right now in gold. And then GJ actually took advantage of some nice sells here in the afternoon yesterday for New York session. And then also just looking to play the same bias here as gold. So we're looking for sells, keeping in mind that the yen is a safe haven asset. So it looks like we formed support right here at 160 270. And we've got clean traffic moving down to 159 420. Four-hour looks really good here for a break of the lows on GJ to come back down to the support level. But stops will be pretty big at that point, so I think what I'll do is I'll wait for a closure below the support. Actually, let's see, on the 30-minute, got support at 160. So yeah, closures below 160, looking for those sells moving down. Can already see the volume coming in. And if we are breaking these lows formed yesterday, I could see further downside here on GJ. Your hourly candle there just closed very nice and bearish. Nice rejections to the upside. I could see a break of these lows as an impulse entry, breaking 4-hour lows. We'll just have to see how this top wick forms on this new candle to potentially use as stops. Not too bad. Also not really too interested in buys here on GJ today. We can see this structure is very bearish. We can see the volume to the downside. And we know exactly what's driving the markets right now. That fear induced by the whole banking story. That just seems to have escalated yesterday. Gold. Already had a nice push up here this morning. So I think what I might need to see is just breaks above this resistance here. You see, we've already had that volume come in. We've already had a 50 pip move, 60 pip move, and we are closing into this next level of resistance, so not too much range moving up. That's why I think it would be safest for me to wait for a break above this resistance here for buys moving up to 1933. Could always see a little bit of a pullback, maybe a pullback in a support formed on a 15-minute, but I think safest buys will be above 1923 here. Does look like gold is on the way to retest these previous highs here around 1950. You can see on the daily candle we closed bullish yesterday. We've got a wick to fill to the upside, and we've got range to move up to 1950. Not really interested in sells. So just looking for the continuation bars on gold and continuation sells on GJ. Good morning, good morning. What's up, Kenton? What's up, Carl? Hectorino? And anyone new here today, welcome guys, welcome, welcome. Euro USD, please. You are more than welcome to send a chart to the Discord. The link is in the video description. Unfortunately, I don't trade that pair. But I would imagine Euro USD would be quite bearish right now, as you've got that European bank story. And with this fear, although gold is very bullish, so is the dollar. So I'm sure that we spoke about this on stream over the last week or so, but the dollar is also a safe haven. As the world reserve currency, when there is fear in the market, people do tend to power liquidity into the world reserve currency. So we are seeing that surge in the dollar here as well. Obviously, gold is going to be more sturdy in this instance, since it is it's a safe haven. But we can see exactly why capital is being poured into the dollar as well. Morning, Uncle Ned. What's up? You know what I'm missing today? Just give me a second. That's better. My thinking cap. Oh shit. Yeah, it's actually got a layer of tinfoil on the inside. Just layered, you know? Gotta stay safe out here. Fuck. I don't want the banks infiltrating my mind, you know what I mean? I can't know my next move. Might come from my stop loss. Amarok. Okay, let's just... I don't even have Euro USD as a pair here. Oh, I do. Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit tough. You've had a bounce off of these lows, but I would be looking for that continuation to the downside here. Looking at the daily, you can see we had a strong bearish candle closure on the daily. Forming a top wick, you've got a wick to fill here. Try to keep up with the Gulf R this morning. Jeez, yesterday I saw a Golf 8R blacked out, murdered. It looks really nice, I won't lie. Play You Say by Hectorino Martinez in the background. Unfortunately, I can't play it in the background, but I'll go and find the song. Is that you? Hey, that's dope. Where does one get the cap from? Hey, I'm gonna have to start making monster money caps. What do you think about the RS4 Avant? It's a very nice family car, eh? It's very mean. I went in one quite a few years ago. Fuck. It's powerful. I'd only really be interested in buys if we're breaking and holding back above 161,500 on GJ. But with the 4 hour, the way it closed here, and the daily candle being so bearish, also with this new catalyst, I won't be in a rush to be taking buys. Gold. Look, if we're breaking below 1910 here, we could see some sells, but it would also be something that I just hold off of. Maybe just mark this level up to potentially adapt to sells below there, but not in a rush to take sells here. Just caught 1915 to 1920 done for the day. That's good stuff, man. In and out. No need to spend any more time on the charts. That's a beautiful trade. Good stuff. Guys, click the link in bio for merch. Nah, Jared. Maybe one day. When the channel hits like 10k subs, maybe I'll make some caps. Do a giveaway. Think Markets Broker, never heard of them. GJ Shorts target 157.5. Yeah, for potential runners, higher time frame targets. At this point, I could see us coming down to the lows even at 157 flat. Potentially, I don't really be taking any of these swing trades or holding anything too long. We saw with the Silicon Valley Bank, the sell-off that it caused, how quickly we priced that in and continued moving up. I do think this is a different story. This will hold a bit more weight. As you can see, we formed new lows. We broke those lows that we had formed on Monday now with this new fear catalyst coming in. So we could come back down on the higher time frames here, down to 157 or even lower. 155, 156. It's completely possible. When I speak, there's static sound. Give me a second. Yeah. Testing, testing. Okay, all good. I don't know if the noise is gone though.
Yeah, that sounds better on YouTube.
All good. Okay, thank you, thank you. Otherwise I'll have to go get a new mic. I don't know what's going on.
Yes, I'm sure Nico would appreciate a 2-for-1 there.
Oh shit. Nico, you're in the Zoom.
No, only Fabio's with us.
Hey, what's up, Fabs? Hey, you got the cap. I'm assuming you're not playing golf today. It's been raining. I think gold is going to target 159 level. Seems to be preparing for one last pop before pullback. I could definitely see us continuing to retest these highs formed last month. Where the fuck are they? Yeah, I could definitely see us coming up to this level. But when we do, just be aware that this is a very significant level in price, and we could definitely see rejections in this area. Right now, you've got plenty of range to move up into 1950, let's call it. But once you're moving into that area, just be careful, see what price is doing. Because we had hard rejections off of that level last month. And by the time we get up there, you know, this whole bank fiasco might be priced in. We'll just have to see. Just got to take it as it comes, day by day at this point. I saw headlines about the Chinese military yesterday as well. You know, crazy things going on. So we just need to stay adaptive. So it looks like they're being bailed out here. We've got the euro interest rates later today. So markets are definitely going to be waiting for that. They have forecasted the 50 basis point increase there for the euro. But with this whole bank fiasco, you know, there are discussions that they may not do that 50 basis points. If they do, you know, that just shows that they are staying the path, they're staying hawkish, they're focused on fighting inflation. Just like with the Fed, they understood that there would be repercussions with raising rates so aggressively. And we're seeing that now with the Swiss bank or Credit Suisse, whatever. And then, if they raise by 50 basis points, we could maybe expect something similar by the Fed. Because all of this uncertainty brought on by the bank has given hopes that the Fed and these central banks would not raise rates at the next meeting. So we'll see what the ECB does today. If they raise rates, it will be very interesting. Possibly give us clues to next week's FOMC. Sorry, Nico. I did forget. What's BRICS? What's the B for? Something Russia, India, China, South Africa? Bro, just Google it. North Korea might join BRICS.
Oh, that's unlikely, eh?
Jeez. BRICS is a bunch of communists.
Aren't we part of them?
Yeah, we are.
That's scary.
No, I'm joking. I don't know too much about that. Brazil. Hey. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. Bro, why are we a part of that? You know what? I think I would actually be with Russia and China if should hit the fan. Russia and China, bro. Yo. USA. I don't know. BRICS what you used to build a house. BRICS intention to replace the dollar as reserve currency. Very interesting. You don't want to group wise, say grouped with Russia and China. Biden is killing the economy on the US. It's not Biden that's doing that. Although Biden's just a puppet really. But I mean, he's a senile old man. He's not really fit to be president, that's for sure. But he doesn't call the shots or anything, so it's not necessarily him. Right now, it's the central banks raising rates that's messing up the economy, but it's necessary. They need to raise rates to combat inflation. If anything, Biden wants them to stop that. Gold only buys, you don't think it could drop? It could. Anything could happen. But with this new catalyst we had bought in yesterday, I'd like to just stick to the buys for now. We can see on the daily candle as well, as discussed, we did get that bullish closure yesterday above this 1913 level, and we've got a wick to fill there on the daily candle. So we've created a bottom wick on the new daily candle, looking to continue up to 1937. There's just a lot of uncertainty in the markets right now. So I'd rather just stick with this, with the buys here today. But I mean, right now, GJ is in a range. Gold is also in a range. So just have to be a bit patient here this morning. I'm sure there will be plenty of volume come London Open. Should group with Oz. We group with US, Japan, India, UK. I don't think I have much of a choice, eh? If I could choose, man, I would just choose peace. None of this grouping nonsense. When he walks, he does well. Gaddafi died because he wanted to compete with the dollar. Yes, actually, I read into that the other day, just very briefly. It's insane. The powers that be, you can't play with them. BRICS wants to create a currency that dominates the USD. I think America would go to war for that. They would actually start a war. There's too much greed. How much capital should you start with to start making changes in your life? Just start small. Start small. If you don't have a lot of capital, then, you know, just slowly build it up. If you've only got $100 or let's say R1,000, put that into an account. Don't over risk, don't overtrade. Just focus on building good habits and see what you can do with that little bit of money. And then, you know, if you can see that, okay, you're starting to grow it, you get in another paycheck next month, you know, put another R1,000 in. Start to grow it like that. You're not going to get rich trading $100 account, but if that's all you've got, just start. Even if you just lose it, just feel what it's like to have real money on the line and lose it. There's some important lessons there. Also, just remember when you've built the skill, there are these funded companies which, you know, are amazing. For me, that's what changed the game. Start with 4 million and make 50k a day. You could always do that, for sure. Con, what do you advise? Putting bar sell limit, waiting for entry on live. I don't really advise anything. I'm just trading live here. These are my trades that I'm taking, which currently I've got nothing at the moment because we are in a range. The alternative is to make as much cash as possible and live in your own island. Yeah, that sounds good. Write down all your goals you want, then calculate them all into monthly expenses, turn it into a vision board. You'll find it's less than you even expected you have to make. Yeah, I mean that's a good point as well. Actually, just planning, writing all your thoughts down, writing your expenses down, because I don't know what your expenses are like. That's the other thing. You know, in terms of trading, actually learning the skill, I say that you just have to start. But if you want to know how much you need to make or how much you need to have in an account to pay off your expenses, you know, you need to sit down, do some thinking, do some writing down, planning, set some goals. How to make $1 million in trading, start with 3 million. Yeah, stop wasting money. That's a big thing. Even with me, I've just started to, gain a little bit more discipline with actually when it comes to spending money. Like Jared and I, we were speaking about running watches the other day, and I could go and order one right now, but I said, okay, well, I haven't even really committed to this running thing just yet. I've just started. Let me actually get into it, do some 5Ks, do some 10Ks, and then, I'll spoil myself. I'll reward myself. So rather than just going and spending without thinking, you need to be a little bit more conscious of how you're spending your money. What's up, Jared?
I was gonna rave on that. That's one crypto joke. How do you make $1 million from trading? Get your dad to fund a $2 million account, lose $1 million, block him, and then profit $1 million. Don't know, but dude, delayed gratification is definitely a good way about going about it, because then you actually feel like you earned this running watch.
Yeah.
Like you also don't want to buy the best tech there is, and then you have an hour and a half 5K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
You're so far behind the race that nobody even knows that you got nice shoes or good watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What funded account do you recommend? Start small. It's going to be very difficult to jump into a big account. It does, there is psychology to it. If you haven't traded big money before and you go try and trade a 100K account, it's definitely going to weigh on you. It's going to be a challenge. When you take that first loss, even if it's just a 1% loss, you've just lost $1,000. You know that, okay, that's like a decent salary here where you from. It's gonna hurt you. So start small and build yourself up. In South Africa, you can be good on $1,000 exactly. US30 pays bulls, not currencies. Currencies pays my bulls. Julian, where's CR? Costa Rica. Jeez. So I did say that we could possibly get that pullback and look for buys, but the thing is, we're in the middle of this range right now. I still think safer buys would be above 1923. Personally, I don't mind waiting for those safer buys. Which prop firms do you recommend? My Forex funds. Personally, it's the only prop firm that I've ever used, and I've really enjoyed their service. Good value for money. Very reasonable drawdown restrictions and targets if you are comparing to other prop firms. FTMO is very well established, can't go wrong. But I think my Forex funds, the pricing is probably a bit better, and like I say, your drawdown restrictions are a bit more lenient. You can check out my Forex funds, there's a link in the video description as well. Profit split with my Forex funds. On your first month payout, guys, you should just go and look at the website. I mean, I don't work for my Forex funds. What's your target bar? No targets just yet. Don't have any positions. If I were to take sales here, I would target these lows from yesterday at about 159,400. Potentially having runners to 158,500. Google is amazing. Ask Uncle Google.
What would your lot size be on $100 account?
0.01, 0.02 max. 0.02 gives you a bit of room to manage your positions, you know. You can close out half. FXM. Heard of FXTM? FXTM, I think it is. A broker. FXM. Sounds familiar, isn't that FTX? Nah. What is that crypto exchange?
FTX.
FTX. Funded Trading Plus. Never heard of it. Do you have a degree in anything? No. I'm a qualified gangster. I hope today's not a ranging day. I don't think it will be. Surely not. Surely not. Sure, we'll get a breakout at London Open. Just gotta stay patient. Degrees have to be top 5 scams in the world.
Hey, go to a doctor that doesn't have a degree.
I was gonna say, I agree, but someone necessary, you know, like a doctor, for sure. But I mean, for most people studying at varsity, let's be realistic. Do they actually go on and use that degree? Probably not. I know, like, bro, I can't even think. Genuinely, I could probably think of 50 people who are doing psychology That's just me, people I know personally, studying psychology. Bro, you don't need that many psychologists. Let's be realistic.
uh, when I was at varsity, I knew that I wasn't there with a purpose. I wasn't there that I wanted this degree to get a career. I had no cooking clue what I was doing. Like, I was just there because it was like, cool, you go to primary school, you go to high school, you eventually go to varsity, get a degree, start working. But when I got there, I realized like the degree I was studying was useless. It's the majority of the people in my degree were not taking it seriously, including myself. Like, so I decided I'm gonna stop wasting money. I'm gonna drop out of varsity and find my own path. And that's what I did. But if I was there at varsity, I knew since I was a kid I wanted to be a doctor. You obviously need a degree in medicine to start work at a hospital, then it's a different story. But if you're studying something like a BA language, for example, then it's like, come on.
Come on.
Like, come on.
Come on.
You can speak already, my brother. You don't need a degree. That's it. Obviously, Raves, I don't want to pick on any degrees, but just if you know you're at varsity and the majority of your time is spent in your room playing FIFA and you cram all this work in 24 hours before your exam, you should probably think about, are you doing this to get better, or are you doing this just because that's what your parents expect of you?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing, and guys just tend to go with the flow, you know. In varsity, they treat it just like school, where maybe they are living in a flat by themselves or with some mates, so they take on a little bit more responsibility, you know, but a lot of guys are not actually even going out and getting jobs. They're still living off their parents. They're still acting like school kids. They've got no goals or ambitions. They just go with the flow. Like you said, they're playing FIFA. It, it's just for the vibes. It's just for the vibes. I mean, the guys are out partying every weekend, flipping nearly every day of the week, actually. Because you know, in uni towns, there's always parties going on.
When I was at uni, literally Monday morning, you wake up, bubble us, and then first message on your phone, hey bro, there's a drink special at this pub tonight. Do you want to go? And you're like, shit, man, I've got class. Just skip it. We can go anyway. Okay, cool, let's go. Dude,
Yeah,
yeah, Saturday comes around, you wake up, you're like, yo, this week I did nothing productive. So yes, no, definitely. If you're there for a purpose, all good on you. Take it seriously, doing well. But if you did it the way I did it, varsity is really not a good thing to do.
yeah. Anyway, I'm just glad I didn't go down that path, to be
Uh,
honest. I think some people, everyone's running their own race, you know. Some people only wake up when they're 30, and that's unfortunate, but if they want to enjoy their 20s, woohoo, fuck, enjoy, bro. I'm gonna sit here and do my thing, get some shit done. Then when you suffering, midlife crisis, I'm gonna have an amazing life. I'm gonna have an amazing future. I know that because those are my goals, and that's what I'm working to on a daily basis. And obviously, everyone in here, you're here to better yourselves. You're here to do something different, make some money, better your future. You know, just remember your goals. How old are you now? I nearly said 22. I'm 23. All traders start with a dream to get rich quick. Unfortunately, but with experience, you learn that that's not the case. And you need to just focus on the skill, take your time, play the long game. And then when people realize that that's the case, realize, oh, it's not as easy as they thought it might be, you know, that's when people drop off.
But also this trading slash entrepreneurship route we're going down here, you have to, there's so many skills you're working on daily. You have to work with people, you have to build your social media, you have to edit, you have to trade, obviously, you have to manage your own money, you have to pay your own salary. Like, there's so many different things that you bring into one, where if you're studying a certain thing, it's like, cool, you're studying people. Like, what is that? Human resources.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to sort that out ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have
Yeah.
to learn the ropes.
I saw someone said a degree in something about experience. The chat's moving quickly today, guys. I'm sorry if I miss anything important. If I've got something important, just spam it. If it's Euro USD, don't spam it.
Oh, yeah, I'll try and answer anything you missed that I think is important.
But yeah, I mean, you know, like you say, Jared, with what we're doing, we are learning all these new things, and we understand that we have weaknesses. We understand there's things to work on, but we're doing that. We're taking the initiative to get better, and I think that's what's important, and that's why we'll continue to see growth. Because I mean, shit, like, I don't know if you guys are following the Instagram, the Monster Money Instagram. If not, you should be. Um, but when we started out with the shorts, they were horrible, and Jared's taken over with that, and I mean, I'm really impressed. I mean, they've just gotten better and better. So thanks, Jared. I mean, you killing it, bro. Really.
Straight. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm obviously, yeah, I'm playing around on that flipping app a lot just to see how we can make it better. But I mean, yeah, it's yeah. But I appreciate it. I appreciate that, bro.
But I mean, we were real with ourselves when he started doing the shorts and said like, okay, these are not great. Let's find ways to improve. And look at it. Look at it now. Oh, okay. Zach. Derek, what's up? Long time. What's up, Reese? Do you guys swing trade or day trade? More day trading now and then. Oh, if you have a look at the Discord, I do send swing trade breakdowns. For how long have you been profitable? 3 years. One. Okay, counting this year. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
It's easy. You know, it's okay. No, it's not easy to get profitable, but even with a small account, you can get profitable and consistent. But to actually live on that money is a different story.
Yeah,
You know, when you got
exactly.
all your bills at the end of the month, yes,
Yeah, I've only been trading full time since the beginning of last year. I dropped out beginning of last year, like Feb. And then after maybe a month or two of sitting around, like I had a bit of lack of focus because, there's no structure now. I have to make my own routine and everything. And this is when I started the streams to help me with a bit more structure. Also, just share what I do know because I felt like I did have a pretty good um, skill set to share and help other people find consistency. So it's a bit of, win-win.
And I also think even in the community, even in the free community, we've brought structure to a lot of people's lives where you guys know we're starting the stream at 7:45, 8 o'clock. We're going to finish at 10:30. There's 2.5 hours that you're getting incredibly good at trading. Where if you're trading on your own, you're probably going to look at the charts, piss away an hour on Instagram, look at TikTok, watch some YouTube videos. And then at 12 o'clock midday, you're like, yo, that was a long trading session, 4 hours, but you've actually done fuck all. So, um,
Yes.
I, the structure that I think we've brought in is incredible, I must admit. it's personally helped me tenfold to have those set times that I look at markets, have that structure, be on the charts, do the pre-session analysis. So
100%, dude. Appreciate it, June. Appreciate it. Good stuff. Do you have a tag? Nah, not in this shirt, eh? What do you mean, a tag? Where?
I mean a watch.
I bought my father one for his birthday last year. Personally, I just have a Tissot, whatever the fuck.
That's insane, dude. That's a solid gift for your pops head.
This is my personal watch collection. 2 APs. No, I'm joking. They just Tissot PRX. Very smart, very reasonably priced, but they are Swiss watches. I don't know if you can see the back there, but it is automatic. Very, very nice. I didn't really want to spend money on a watch, but these were just, like I say, very reasonably priced and just too clean, too clean. But I mean, those two are like less than the price of a tag, so a really good deal. Not using any indicators, no, just price action, yes. Thank you, Sam, appreciate it.
I've got a old clocky watch and an Apple Watch. Yeah.
How often do you charge your Apple Watch?
Every day when I sit down. I've got a charger. I bought like a stand for it, so it sits on my desk.
Yeah.
And then it's so routine that I literally sit down, take it off, put it on the charger, and then I get a message on my phone that your Apple Watch is fully charged. Oh.
Oh, that's the pain about this thing. It's actually dead right now. Julian says, if my trading plan doesn't work out, I'll definitely be on the top 10 most wanted.
Oh no, I just want the Apple Watch. The battery lives are terrible. It's gonna last you like 24 hours, if that. But it's so quick to charge, bro.
Yeah, they are classy, and I mean all the features that it's got.
Uh,
You know, like these watches I showed, they don't do anything. And I mean, I don't even really look at the time on it. Got your phone for that. Samsung Gear watches last 2 days. This is a Samsung Active, I'm not too sure. But battery lasts like a day.
I'm not too sure what watch it is, but one of my mates has some, I think it's like a Garmin or something. And it gets charged by the sun, dude. So he says it lasts like a week. So I was like, oh shit, that's solid, yo.
Yeah, someone said your Garmin watches can last 2 to 3 days. I also, since I was looking into them, there are a couple that they last for like a week, and the solar version lasts even longer. What do you think about gold bar? Personally, I'm going to wait here. No confirmations for me.
Now, this week we've taken 8 trades in 3 days. So you can only get so much out of the market.
And I mean, also, we've been on a pretty good streak, so I don't want to get overconfident or anything. I can see that we're ranging right now. So I'd rather just wait for the safest trades, understanding that, I've had a nice few days or nice last 2 weeks. So just gonna wait for price to come to me. I need to update the live stream trade record.
You have all the data to fill in.
It's pretty much the same as the signals, so I can just copy paste from the signals.
Don't stress about it. I'll do it for you.
Nah, Jared, don't stress. I mean, if you've done the signals, I'll just take it through here. That's what I did the other day for last week.
But I really don't mind. It's chilled. I can work it out after stream or when I get back from gym today. Especially if we don't have if I just want to check something quickly. With your signals for stream, how does that template look?
The trades for stream?
Yeah.
It looks the same as this.
Oh yeah, cool. No, I'll go update it properly today. Because we do have all the signal sense. It's just like the times. Like let's just check. Oh, okay, that was in London session. This was in, yeah, basically in London. All the streams in the afternoon have been private for the members.
Yeah.
So now I'll get that sorted for you. You don't have to stress.
Dude, are we really up 300 pips for the week?
Sharp, it's insane, dude.
Last
226.
Last week and this week have been insane.
No, last week was 425.
I mean, last year, I think one of the best months was like 400 pips. And then last week, 400 pips. Even last month. And then we did 300 pips this week already. That's insane.
It's insane. And I mean, our worst, just to highlight it, our worst last week was 125 pips. And our best week so far is 425. So we 4x'd our worst loss. It's insane.
Yeah, this was a very slow, tough week.
Yeah.
And Jared, I think, yeah, I remember that week where we were just ranging, basically. It was very tough.
Yeah. I've been watching your stream since last week. My issue is having all the info and knowledge, but I still end up losing. I've taken 800 challenges and failed all of them. Holy. And none, you really, really need to reassess. You can't hit your head against the wall 8 times and then think, sure, maybe the 9th will be different. Honestly, if you failed 8 funding challenges, there's something incredibly wrong with your trading that you need to assess, fix, and carry on forward.
Yeah, exactly. You need to stop what you're doing. Stop throwing money into the funding challenges. Put some money into a live account. Instead of doing another funded, put money into a live account. Rather lose that money actually, building the skill. Because when you go to a funded challenge, you're so focused on reaching that target, you're so focused on getting rich quick, that actually doing all the right things goes out the window. you need to just completely reassess. Maybe, you know, do you even have a trading plan? Do you understand how much you're risking? Because if you had a trading plan, if you were consistent, you would have passed one of those 8 challenges. But the reality is you're not consistent. You don't have enough confidence in yourself and in the skill to pass those challenges. So you need to actually just get consistent and stop trying to do these funded challenges when you don't know what you're doing. You're wasting your money.
Somebody said, I don't understand why you count pips, not dollars. The reason we do count pips is because we don't want to give any unrealistic expectations. So if we go and put there, okay, cool, we made $600 on this trade, or $1,000 on there, or $100 here, guys with very small accounts are going to think they can just copy us 100%. Either they're going to really over risk, or they're going to be disappointed. So the reason we've done pips is to make it so that everybody can just go times their lot size and get a idea of where they're going to be with the trading. So, if I make 100 pips and manage it this way, and then this guy, manages it very quickly and leaves a very small run, it's all going to differ in the end. So pips is standard. Everybody understands how they work. It's just going to work out the best than saying, okay, cool, we made $1,200 here. We don't want people that are just attracted to how much money you're making, but rather learning the mindset, skill, and obviously the discipline behind it. So I think it's better to do it in pips.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what good is it showing how much money was made? You don't even need to know that. I mean, keeping it in pips just shows you an accurate record of the performance. That you can, like Jared said, compare to what lot size you're using and get an idea of, what your returns would be. How to master brain so that I don't end up making the same mistake again and again? Journal. Keep yourself a journal. Write down your mistakes and make sure you don't do it again. Discipline. Comes down to discipline.
You want to show them a very quick snippet of the trade review and see actually how much detail they should be going into.
Yeah, we can do that. Let me just get it up here. So yeah, these trade reviews are what we share with members after the trades taken on stream and trades taken in the Zoom sessions. Winning trades, losing trades, we do reviews on how the trades played out, why they played out, what could have been done better, why the loss was taken, So you should be doing something similar. Journaling your trades, keeping a trade review. So here we're not necessarily diving into, I felt this type of way in the trade. You should be doing that in your own journaling. But here we're just actually doing a nice review of the trade. So this was that London session trade from yesterday. That hit take profit there. I know it's easier said than done, but spend some time just learning how to go about this thing the right way. Spend some time learning the correct things, because even before I was profitable, I knew what the right things to do were. It was just like you say, getting your brain to actually stop making that same mistake. I know it's not that easy. So you just got to work on your discipline. And you need to work on your discipline in all aspects of your life. Because if you if you don't have discipline in other aspects of your life, if you don't have any sort of consistency or routine, you're not going to see that consistency in trading. Been here 2 times, found liquidity is, and took opposite trade. Amazing, well done. Fucking retard.
Yeah, Francis Grins, you must be if you taking out trades with the opposite, sure. What is it now?
Bro, if you took
1,581 pips down for the year. Fuck's sakes. You're gonna be homeless soon, my brother.
if you took yesterday's sell signal as a bar, I really hope that you had a stop loss there. Otherwise you might just have blown your account. Because knowing guys like you, you're probably over risking as well. In GJPY. GJ is pretty tough at the moment. Just in this range, just be careful of that.
No, Francis, we're not defending or feeling some sort of way. But I mean, you come on here, you try to make yourself seem like she's the best trader ever. But at the end of the day, you're watching us, bro. Like,
Automating your strategy. What does that mean? Like a robot? No. Views on gold, just ranging right now. But understanding that catalysts that came in yesterday, we can see this surge to the upside. We can see that fear in the market. So looking for the bars above 1923 as a safer option there. Something that's also just bringing some indecision to gold at the moment, you can see we're in this range, is that the dollar is also very strong. Being the world reserve currency in times of fear, we see the dollar act as a safe haven as well. So after that impulsive move yesterday, we're just seeing some consolidation now. More cousins are joining the stream. GBP bars above 161.300. I would rather wait for breaks above 161.500. And even then, I want to see us actually holding above that level. So something, you know, like maybe a break and retest of that area. Because yen is acting as a safe haven now. So we've seen that strength in the yen and the sell-off here on GJ. Also just consolidating right now, but I don't think this fear is gone from the markets. We need to just stay adaptive and be aware that these issues are still lingering. Yesterday was an anomaly though. Dollar and gold surged together. We discussed this earlier in the stream. Gold obviously acting as a safe haven. And then because of this fear brought in by Credit Suisse, understanding that this is now affecting Europe. It's based in Europe, so it's not directly impacting the US economy. The Silicon Valley Bank collapse, that was directly impacting the US economy. So we didn't see that surge in the dollar last week or beginning of this week. But now that this Credit Suisse is in Europe, we've seen liquidity being poured into the dollar because the dollar is the world reserve currency. So in these instances, it's going to act as a safe haven as well, because people are taking their money out of other risk assets and putting it in the dollar so that they have liquid cash. We also went nicely into depth about that in yesterday's New York session, but I mean, that's the basis of it. Do you have the same lot size every trade or vary lot size based on risk? I do basically use a fixed lot size, but if my stops are bigger than, let's say, 30 pips, I will lower my lot size. What is your strategy? I could code it up in like half an hour, I think. That's crazy. To sum it up, I'm using fundamentals and macroeconomics to understand order flow, executing trades in times of volume, primarily taking advantage of clean trading ranges or else reactions to key areas in price. Just had to look at my trading plan there. Jared, I think maybe it's time for a game of chess.
Oh wait, I'll play you in 2 seconds, eh?
Man's probably busy with the game right now.
No, I'm not busy with the game. So I'm just sorting something out in the apartment quick. Oh wait, will you send me an invite?
Yeah, Tariq, you can play the winner. Basically, I'll play you next.
Listen. Dude, I've got my rating up on Blitz from 250 to 400 in a couple of days. Dude.
That's actually insane. Wait, give me 2 seconds.
Well, I sent you an invite.
This is a 10-minute game. Jared, you want to play a 10-minute game?
We played 2 minute game. Cool.
What about cold? Gold's not really setting up for me. It's just ranging right now. Mm. Jared, put that queen back.
I cannot.
Getting smacked around here today.
As per usual.
Tokak. Yeah, no. Fuck, this is horrible. Jared, are you using stockfish?
Yes.
I'm stuffed.
And I'm gonna run these pawns there.
If this was against anyone else, I would have resigned.
Really?
Yeah.
Just no, I just need to make sure I don't plunder.
Oh, fuck. I think I've been playing too many bullet or rapid, whatever the hell it is. Because I just went out too fast here.
No.
Bullet makes you make bad decisions. Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, the thing is sometimes you just go through the motions. You don't think, you just play the pieces.
Oh, you got me. Jared.
No, come on, I needed that checkmate, but hey. Yo, how is the analytics on that? Or the analysis?
7 blunders. I had one missed one.
Really?
Here,
Yes.
Mr. Grey. Okay, who is this? I suppose the rating's fairly equal.
Just the accuracy on the last game was 69.9 for me and 61.3 for you. So no, that was a good game.
That was actually really dumb. Playing horribly today. Hmm. Yeah, this is embarrassing, chat. This is worse than taking a losing trade.
Not that bad. But Hectorino's coming out hot with his queen there.
Can't even castle that side. Ah, fuck, man, my bishop. Bro, I'm so dumb today.
Bro, Hectorino's doing to me what I did to you.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
it isn't good.
I remember the last time. Ah, I'm so dead. This is terrible. No, bro. Oh no. Sorry, bro.
What's red?
I just
How's this
blundered
guy
my
rated?
queen. I'm done. 800. 799 now. I'm done with chess for the day. 2 L's. I just gotta walk.
Eknik, he kind said that he just effed up on gold.
Lorenzo, thank you for the game, bro. Ikain. What did you do, bro? We in range. And we didn't even move that much. I mean, if you... She's okay. There is volume. Guys, in these markets, we need to just be aware of how volatile things are. And that taking trades in these conditions, you are exposing yourself to more risk. So therefore, you need to lower your lot size. You shouldn't be effing up on gold in a range like this.
Three moves of whack you in chess. You think you know everything, and then oh,
Is London open already? No, it's in 25 minutes. Do you use currency strength meter? No, I don't. Took a bar and closed just because I was losing. I've gotten 30 pips profit today, so I wanted to make it. Last trade for today. Well, if you had made 30 pips profit, why are you just jumping into another trade? After a trade, you need to reassess and understand that the next trade you take is a completely different trade. And you still need to be looking for the best possible entries, waiting for volume to come in. Just because you took a win doesn't mean you're going to take another one. If you've made some profit, be grateful for that profit and understand that maybe you need to walk away at that point. But take this as a lesson. Cut your loss, or you have cut your loss. That's fine, now walk away. Thank you, Hamza. Swiss Central Bank offers liquidity to Credit Suisse. Should see Euro rally. Potentially. I would think Euro USD would remain bearish though, because the dollar should still be stronger here in this situation. I don't trade any Euro pairs. Let's have a look here. It's tough. It's very tough at the moment. I've had this strong downside move. You're just getting a pullback now. But you also moved into this key area of support. Seeing that bounce up, it's very tough to say. Keen, that's a good decision. Just take what you've got and call it a day. Take the lessons, come back tomorrow and implement those lessons. Yeah?
No, I was saying we almost got 100 likes as well, which is pretty good.
Hey, thanks, chat. Chart seems pretty straightforward, which is easy for new traders like me. Yeah, I mean, you always want to be keeping your charts simple. Actually made a post yesterday on the Monster Money. If you're relying on strategy too heavily, relying on all sorts of indicators and that's when you're going to start having a very hard time trading. If you keep your charts simple, understand what's moving price, understand how to read price action, then that's simple enough. And then you can get to work at developing your discipline, developing your psychology. Because that's the hard part in trading. Anyone can draw up some lines on a chart and, see an uptrend, see a downtrend, see a head and shoulders. Pattern recognition you've been doing since pre-primary school. A 5-year-old could spot an uptrend on a chart. You know what I mean? It's not hard. But even the best analysts maybe do not make the best traders, because there's a lot more to it. what will be the scenario for buying gold? I do want to wait for London open here, and then possible if we could get a candle closing above 1923. I'll be interested in the buys here, moving back up to 1933. Even though it doesn't look like it, there is a lot of volume right now. You know, this 15-minute candle is like 50 pips. So we'll just have to see what the market presents in terms of stop losses. GJ moving up here, but still in this range. And what should be the stop loss? Normally I'm using previous candle lows. In this scenario, I can't tell you right now where my stop loss will be. That's why I say just have to wait and see what the market presents. Might get tricky with such big candles. I don't really want to have a stop loss bigger than 50 pips. The less the IQ, the more money gets made. Simple. Yeah, pretty much. One of the reasons I think that I've found some level of success in trading and only getting better is because I don't believe that I'm the smartest. I don't believe that I know everything. I know I'm an idiot. But when you believe that, oh, you're so clever, like the one day my gran was telling me about a distant uncle, oh, he's so clever, no, he'll do great in trading. I said, I don't think so, because when you think you're clever, that's when you're gonna fuck up in trading. Guys come from other professions like accountants, doctors, and they on their high horse thinking, oh, they're so high and mighty, so clever. Trading will humble you. So yeah, the lower the IQ, the better. But there's a bit of give and take there. Some of you guys are just stupid. Just jokes, chat. I love you all. No trades just yet, Tony. Thanks for joining. They overthink and don't execute. Exactly. Please check GBP CAD. Please would you send a chart to the Discord. Then I can have a look for you. It's not a pair that I look at personally, so I'm not too sure what's going on in that pair right now. But if you could send an analysis, then I can have a look, see what it looks like. Just give you my input. GJ. Ranging here. Look, I'll set alerts on GJ. But for now, I'm not interested in anything. Just glancing at the screen, this appears to be a very simple level-to-level approach. Close above 1923, go long. There's more to it, but yeah, I was just breaking down the simplicity side of things, keeping it simple, not overthinking it. Um, but there's currently new catalysts in the market. This fear from Credit Suisse Bank yesterday, their stocks dropping, their shares of stocks. And we saw that surge in gold yesterday. So I'm looking for a continuation back up to those highs. That's why you can see I don't necessarily have sells planned here for the morning. If we do break below 1910, we could see us coming back down to 1900. But I think at that point I'll probably just call it a morning, not setting up with what I want. And that's fine. Don't need a trade today. It's been an amazing last 2 weeks. If the markets are choppy, ranging, not setting up how I want, I'll stay out. Do you trade these pairs because you have learned from Donvo? Personal preference. I used to watch Roger Banks. I learned a lot from Roger. So and I didn't even trade gold when I was watching Roger. I was trading NAS. It's only since I left my job, now that I have this time to be trading for London session, that I look at these pairs because they're moving in this session. So it is more based off the fact that I'm available in this time, that there's very nice movement in this time on these pairs. Giving credit where credit's due, I also learned a lot from Capital Hungry in terms of fundamentals and psychology. Donvo, I watched some of his stuff last year. Yeah, just discipline really. That's all I could really take away. No real risk management or anything, just pure discipline. Your friend's quiet today? He's probably playing chess.
No, sorry. It's a little bit noisy in my apartment. The helper's here today, so I just don't want like the background noise irritates the stream.
That's not too bad, but no stress.
Even now.
Yeah, no, can't hear anything.
Okay, cool. I mean, if everybody's chilled with the thing, it's good. I just don't, more with background noise here. This is people off there.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
No, at least it's working today.
The mic came back to life.
Yeah, for some reason. Is it echoing?
No, it seems to be fine.
For now.
Are you going to the range today?
No, I need to go to the police station after this. You just get an accident report.
Yeah. See, this is why you don't drive with your knees.
Just what to say, driving with knees, eh?
I wish I was driving with my knees. To be fair, what you might call it, we just got to go for the accident report, so that it's done. So that in the future, when he wants to do something, he can't.
Yeah.
So after that, I'm gonna go buy him a new phone. Not that I need to, but just.
Oh, shame, you're so sweet.
The moment he pulls push towards me in the car when I'm driving there, I kick him out my car. Tell him go do your cock and go. He's in the wrong, bro. I'm just being a nice person at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to go to the police station. I drove into a person walking yesterday, but they ran across the street. So, yeah. They ran across the street with a green robot.
But also that area in town, like, it's hectic. There's so many cars and people all over the place. I'm sure people get hit there every day.
Did he get injured? Yeah, he did, bro. Like, I hit him against his leg, but only driving like 40, 50 kilometers. And then, okay, basically what happened, there was a truck in the right lane. I was in the left lane. And then I was just going to go in front of the truck and go. And then the robot was green. So then, the guy ran in front of the truck basically to get across because the truck was slow. I was going in front of the truck. So, yeah, I didn't see him. He didn't see me. And, yeah, I just ended up hitting brakes, hit him. I didn't hit him hard, but I hit him on the leg. His leg is 100%, bro. Not even a scratch on his leg. But man did some gymnastics there. That little flippy flip in the air and then on his shoulder. And then he dislocated his shoulder. So, yeah.
Oh,
So then I just took him to hospital and stuff. And then, yeah.
Yeah, Niku video
We'll see.
called me when he got home, and then the first thing I did, bro, was I took myself out of camera and put my knees up, dude.
I was like, what's Jared doing, bro? But,
shame, dude. At
But,
least you sorted him out.
yeah, well, bro, like, I mean, apparently by the police station, they told me I was meant to wait for him. I was meant to wait for the police, bro. But I'm like, I wanted to go to hospital, so I just took him to hospital, like,
Yeah.
And then, now when I'm gonna pick him up now. I'm gonna leave here. I'm gonna go to the police station, pull out the report. He said he's not gonna open a case. He just wants a new phone. I don't give a fuck. He can open a case. He's in the wrong, bro. He's jaywalking in the middle of the street, not even a crosswalk, or not even by the robots, bro. Like in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, and he ran in front of a truck to get across. I don't care. So the moment he says to me he wants to open a case, because I'm gonna ask him and I'll pick him up. You're gonna open a case? He's gonna say no. I'm gonna say cool. We're gonna go. We're gonna sort it out, bro. The moment he says he's gonna open a case, I'm gonna tell him, well, get the fuck out my car, my friend, because I'm either gonna kick you out of it, and you're gonna be more hurt than when I drove into you. So it's your choice. But the moment he pulls knife towards me, bro, I'm gonna be 10 times worse. So I really don't care how today goes.
He seems like
Get
he's
him a knife
been.
at 33 times.
He seems like he's been reasonable so far, though.
He has been, but he got home to his wife. So when I phoned him, I heard the wife in the back. So you know how those fucking things are, bro. So I just like, okay, I'll wait for today. I'm like, bro, I don't give a flying rat's ass, my friend. That oak must try to be funny towards me today. He's gonna walk home. That's all I know. I'm being nice. I'm picking him up, taking him to the police station with me. It's a gentleman's agreement. After the police station, I'm gonna go buy him a new phone because he said he works with his phone. Bro, I'm being a nice.
I'm sure you'll be happy if you get him a new phone, dude. I don't see how you'd
Bro,
do
I'm
anything
being
like
a
that.
nice fucking guy. The moment he's not nice back is the moment I just show who I am too, bro. So I can be nice for only so long.
Reese is selling the iPhone 14 Pro if you want to get him that. So only 22k.
His mother's puss thing. I'll buy him that phone.
Yeah, Niku.
Yes. I'll buy him a fucking 1,000 rand phone.
PG, bud.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, you said the P word on the stream, Con. Oh wait, but I said mother in front of it. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, sorry. I didn't click there.
Dudes tried to hijack Ned and he drove over their legs. Yes. That's hectic.
Bro, Connor's like, they're by us, bro. When they trust. Gents, listen to this, guys. They are by our police station, in front of the police station. Like, in front of it, bro. I'm not meaning like a little bit. In front of it. If you're on your phone with your window open in traffic, your phone's gone. They will steal it and run.
They will. Dude,
like
they're
serious, bro.
Like just down the road from the police station there, I had a bag on my lap the one day. I was getting a lift home from someone because I was working in that area, and one guy knocked on the driver's window, and other one came around the other side. So he was trying to grab, like he got the door open. I don't know why the door was unlocked, but he got the door open, grabbed my bag. Bro, I fucking just grabbed my bag back. His hand's still in the car. I slammed the door on his hand, bro. That thing must have been crippled afterwards.
Bro, It's like that guy that there was that guy in his bucky, bro, and they tried to grab his phone, but the moment they tried to grab his phone through his window, he grabbed the guy and pulled him into the bucky and drove, bro. And he was driving like 80 kilometers and he threw the guy back out the window again, dude, while driving. Yeah,
I checked a video
yesterday.
I checked a video yesterday on Twitter where this guy stopped at a robot, a bucky, and then dude, oaks came, bro, like 6 oaks, dude, all around the bucky, and they smashed out all the windows, eh?
That's hectic.
Yeah. Well, I saw a guy putting in with a Range Rover, bro, putting into his garage, but he reverses in, and then another fucking looks like a Range Rover 2 almost, bro, pulls up in front of the house as the garage door's closing. 4 guys run underneath the door, run in underneath it to try to hijack it. This person just put their foot fucking flat and drove over all of them, drove into their car, fucked their car completely, and then reversed to try to hit them again, and then drove down the street and ducked out. So,
Sure.
yeah, all 4 guys stood up and ran. Like, they didn't just get driven over. Don't know how, but yeah. You're not, if a car drives over you, you're not completely, it's not done, dude. Like, if a car drives over you with its wheels and it's just driving over you, you're not getting hit by the impact of the car, then it's okay. Obviously not at like full speed, but like that instance.
Yeah. When I was a kid, a car once ran over my foot, but it was my fault. I was being an idiot. And then I fell out of a bucky when I was a kid.
Did you hit your head?
China.
Nah, like,
Story.
now what happened was we were coming back from school, bro, and then I didn't close the door properly, and then when we took the first corner, bro, yeah, I came flying out, bro. I was, you know, and I was like, dude, I think I was like grade R, bro, like I was like 6 or 7. Yo, and I went tumbling, bro, and then instantly like I got up, and I was just like, jeez, bro, insane.
Bro, you should see when we were, how old was I? I think I was about 17. We were driving in a bucky and a bunch of us on the back of the bucky, you know, having fun and shit. And then we're obviously on the farm. So we're sitting on the back and we're driving and my oh, fuck, this hurts me, bro. Yes. My one mate, we were standing on the tailgate, bro, and we hit bumps and he fell, but the tailgate sticking out, the trailer hooks on hit him between the legs, bro, as he went down, and then he hit the floor and rolled. My good. You, bro.
Yeah, I see this story that...
Yeah, that one hurt all of us clearly.
The story that Reese is talking about yesterday. Imagine just like 10 oaks pulling up on you. Back of the bucky.
Is that the bucky? I saw that on Twitter as well.
Yes,
What?
today. Go check Confessions ZA story. There's things like basically what we're talking about now. These hijackings and that kind of thing.
Yeah, this was it, this bucky. I must have seen it on Instagram. But you see how the oaks pitch up, bro.
Yo, pull
Insane,
up.
man.
I live in SA, I just don't know how you experience all of this. That must be nice, bro. Where the hell in South Africa do you live?
But in all fairness, I mean, in SA,
Well, they're just driving away, bro.
You do have your crime and stuff, but I mean, majority of the time nothing happens, but when something happens, it sticks with you. Then you remember that. You don't remember the times you just walked to Spa, you just walked to, you know, the place across the road and nothing happened. But the one time it does, then you're like, oh.
Yeah, the one night, flip, I was mugged, eh?
Really?
And there were a whole group of guys, like easily 15 guys. And I was with one friend, and it was dark, dude. But it's like a sketchy place in town, and the thing is, we used to walk to this club when we were, I shit you not, we were like 15. We used to go out. Obviously, flipping, our parents aren't going to take us. Now and then we would find a car somewhere that we could drive around, but most of the times we just walked there. And so we were there, we were chilling, whatever, and then one of my other friends was on his way down, and he's walking in the dark by himself. So a mate and then we like started to walk up the road to meet him, and these 15 guys they were like loitering in the parking lot, and they obviously saw us walk out. A couple minutes later, they came out as well, and then they walked up to us and they're acting all friendly, like, "How's it, guys? How's it? Whatever." And then they just had us surrounded basically, and then they just said, "Give us your phones." We said no. We're like fuck no, like what the hell? And bro, just knives come out, rusty ass knives as well. So yeah. But I mean, I've stopped going out. That was obviously also just like negligence. That was stupidity. I was 15. Couldn't even run at that point.
Because of your leg or what?
No, we were surrounded.
Yeah, no, I must admit, I've never had anything like that crazy. But a couple of my friends have some stories like that as well, where they're walking home from the Hatfield Strip, bro, and they just got taken, dude.
Pull out 9mm and get them. That's what I'm busy working on as we speak. Doing this gun license story. Gotta be safe, man. Are the police corrupt in SA? Obviously. It's SA. Everyone's corrupt. Except Monster Money Trading.
Yeah.
No, the politics, everything is corrupt, obviously. I'm not going to go into detail.
Niku.
No man tried. Cops are gangsters, gangsters are cops. This one day, in Cape Town, my mate had to go to the dentist or whatever though, and we were parked in an alleyway in town, like in the CBD area, and there were these guys on the street corner, like it looked like a gang, and I saw the guy was on like 2 phones, whatever, blah blah blah, and then these little boys, like you could see they were like from the township or whatever. They came and they walked deeper into the alleyway and they're like standing just in front of our car, and we could see that they were dealing drugs, and you're like, fuck, this is hectic, eh? And then like not even 5 minutes later, a cop car pulls up, and I'm like, shit, these guys are getting busted. But a cop gets out the car, hey, what's up? Chums with them, good friends. Anyway, we are just ranging here, a little bit of indecision at the moment. London Open not bringing too much just yet. We're pushing up here on GJ.
You staying away from GJ buys or you open?
It's tough. Maybe this whole Credit Suisse thing is priced in, but I don't think so. I just want to be a bit cautious today, stay adaptive. I think I'll stick with this plan here of if we get clean breaks above 161,500, get a retest of that area, then look for some safer positions here. really not looking amazing today, eh? At least for the session. Like I say, Euro interest rates are later on. Markets could be waiting for that. Like I say, it could give us clues into what the Fed does at the next FOMC meeting as well. If the ECB, if they just raise rates regardless of what's been going on, that shows that they don't really care about banks collapsing and that kind of thing. They knew that there would be this collateral damage from raising rates, but they've got a job to do, which is tame inflation. And in order to do that, they're gonna have to continue to raise rates. So we'll see what the decision is, and if they do raise their rates by 50 basis points today, that could give us some insight to what the Fed could do next week. So there's a lot that's been going on since last week Friday with these banks. Unless there's anything new, maybe it's priced in for now. Maybe markets are waiting for this, for these central banks to see what they'll do in terms of monetary policy. Because we're not seeing any continuation sell-offs here on GJ for now. So it seems like markets are just stabilizing. Gold, I could still see the continuations up to the highs here throughout the day. But in terms of actual entries, I'm going to need to see us close above 1923. It's a bit of a tough one. Should I stay or should I go?
Should we go? Nobody knows. Just there. I probably should have muted myself for that. I'm open to giving it till 10:30 for GJ. I don't know. Just got a lot of moves up to get the closure. Retest up there. It's a tough one today.
Yeah, it looks like it's close to this resistance, but it's still like 40 pips away.
Yeah, but to get that closure above there, the retest and then the drive, I think we're gonna sit here forever.
Yeah, that's something we could see in York session or after the ECB rate decision if it's in line with that move up.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about calling it a day. I mean, volume could still come in here very early into London session open, but it's looking pretty tough right now. I don't want to sit here all day long. So yeah, I'm gonna have to actually call it a day here, guys. I mean, really, so far I haven't missed out on anything. Just literally consolidating within a consolidation, ranging within a range here on gold. And GJ, very tough. I mean, based off the 4 hour, I wouldn't have been taking buys anywhere in that area. So pretty tough here on GJ as well. Just gonna call it a morning. Yeah, cool.
I made up. Cheers.
Okay, cool.
Cheers,
Cheers, chat. Thank you so much for joining today. It's been a pretty slow one, but markets have been moving really nicely. So once we get a break out of this range, expect some volume. Should be pretty nice trades later today. Possibly safer trades after that ECB rate decision. That should bring overall market volatility. Regardless of if numbers come out as expected or not. Because there have been discussions that they may not raise rates, so we'll see. Alright, cheers everybody, take it easy.